Yeah.
I gotta tell you, this kind of does taste like
A fire?
the lava from Mordor.
That's
Like,
exactly.
am I gonna find the one ring in here? Or
It's sitting at the bottom. One
I
ring.
kind of hope I don't. Honestly, that's a lot of responsibility.
Very true. A lot of responsibility to take the one ring.
What would you do with it? Would you throw it
Too
in the
much.
fire, or would you like just kind of keep it on your finger forever and turn it to
Do you know what
gold?
I would have done? I would have, when Tom Bombadil took the ring and said, "This is a lot of power. I don't want it anymore," I would have sat it in his hand and I would have just run away.
But then you got to destroy it, right? Because then someone else is gonna find it.
No, Tom can figure it out. He'll figure it
You're
out.
gonna leave it to Tom.
Not
Tom
my
Bo-
problem anymore,
Yeah,
bitch.
that's what I would have done.
Not
I
my
would have been
problem
like,
anymore.
Tom Bombadil is definitely over my skill level. I would have just been like, because he's the only person that touches the ring in the Fellowship. Besides,
I don't remember. I haven't seen it in a long time. I don't remember
It's
that.
Tom
He's not even
Bombadil's
in the
not even
movie.
in the movie.
It's not-
Skylar's
I'm talking about
thrown
the
That's
book.
out.
not even in the movie.
Yeah, I'm just
Oh,
talking about
okay.
the books. He's the
I
only.
haven't read the books either, but excuse me. I would think Gandalf would scare me too much to want to keep it.
Yeah. Well, no, Gandalf is the reason why you want to keep it in the first place because you
No,
try.
he wants you to destroy it.
No, like he's the one that peeds the knowledge that says, "Don't let anyone fuck with this ring.
Keep
Right.
it secret.
Keep it secret, safe, right?" But Tom Bombadil is the only other character that touches the ring. He's not corrupted by it instantly. He just looks at the ring. He's like, "This is some evil shit." And he closes his hand and puts it right into the hand of, puts it right back into his hand because he's like, "This is too much power for me." And I would have
Yeah.
been like, "Well, you touched it. Bye."
Okay, but
Right, no
what-
take backs, no take backs.
But what would Kanye do with the ring? He'd be, "What would man with all that
That
power?"
power.
He has his foot on the ring. He fucking turns
He's like
invisible.
in that.
He disappears.
He's in that like trippy like psychedelic world with like the eye, and he's like, "What? What?"
He just appears out of nowhere to be like, "You know what? That video was great, but Beyonce." He puts the ring back on and he's
Maybe
gone.
that's why he's so fucking crazy. He doesn't
Yeah.
know what fucking reality he's in right now.
It's the ring.
Everyone
probably-
ties after
It's
him.
the power up.
I saw something crazy. So did you know that they have weed amnesty? You know how like in like airports they have those like weed amnesty things if you live in a state where there's weed? They're like
No,
Yeah.
is it like if they
Yes.
find weed on you, they're like, just put it here
no,
and
no,
keep
no.
going?
They
It's-
want you to do it beforehand.
Right, they're
Oh,
like,
okay.
if you, like when we went to Seattle, and I bet it's the same out of Chicago,
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's like a way to like kind of like punk you or freak you out. They're like, do it now, because if you don't,
Yeah, they're
then we
like-
fucking gave you a chance.
exactly,
Dropbox.
yeah, like
Right,
put your
right.
weed here. And we actually did get freaked out and tossed one of our things at the airport.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's pretty
But I've
effective
heard-
messaging.
Yeah.
It's like we're giving you one chance.
I've heard that
Which
it's
is
so.
fair. It's
I've heard
fair.
that it's super easy to take like carts and stuff on a plane though.
The funny thing was,
I
okay,
think you
so
could take a lot of stuff because I don't know how the machines work. It's like they just view the organic material or something, so
Right.
they're not really going to detect something like that.
Those
It's
dogs
like if
are
you-
for
It's like if you
bombs,
have like a
too.
bunch of like organic material in like a sock or something, like, you know,
Yeah,
that's when they're like,
yeah.
whoa, what's this? And then they pull it out and they're like, oh, you know, he had like a kilo, you know, of something in his sock, or like, you know. That's,
Yeah.
see, the dogs are for bombs for the most part, and the funny thing is, at least like in the Chicago Airport, so before you do pre-check TSA, they have like one of those amnesty weed boxes.
Oh, they have
But
one
they
here.
already have. They also have them once you go through TSA, and I'd be like, "Bitch, I've already made it fucking through. What do you mean?
You're home free at that
Yeah, that's
point.
what I said.
You go into the restroom right before the plane and
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The
Who?
fun.
Who? I'm sorry to cut you off,
No.
but who gets to collect the shit out
That's
of that
what I
box?
said.
Who-
Who's emptying these boxes?
job
I
is
don't
that
know
at the
who.
end of
I
the
don't know
day?
who's supposed to collect it, but I know who might be sneaking in there to get it. Some of the workers, some of the guys that throw the bags, they're like,
Yeah.
"Come on, come on, come on! I just saw someone put it in there. Let's go, let's go."
That'd be funny. You know, the funny thing is because like every lockable container has a master key, like just in general.
Yeah,
Because
that
it's like one of those
is.
circular keys. Every like
Is
master.
that what it is? It's just like this clear box that you put it into, or
It's
it's
not
like, is
clear.
it clear?
No, it's
like,
like it looks like a mailbox.
I think it'd be kind of funny if it was clear. So it's like, see, other people
Look
are
at all
doing
of
it.
this.
The
Yeah.
other people are doing it. You should too. It's like a social
Shame.
psychology type of thing,
Shame.
you know?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
then if it's empty, then it's not effective.
Look at
'cause
all
it's like,
this weed.
"Pff, no one's scared by
Yeah.
this. I'm not going to do it. So maybe that's why because there might be nothing in there, and everyone else is like, I'm not scared by this. But then you're like, ooh, I don't know. So you
I
put
don't
it
know.
in.
I've never
Yeah.
seen this shit.
They
That's
probably
so
thought
funny.
about that when they were designing it.
I freaked out before we took the trains. I made 3
We made a
slam-
mistake, is what we made,
Yeah.
because we should have taken them with us.
You were gonna take edibles, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and I pussied
We
out
saw some
last-
dogs there, and we were like, "Oh my god!
Oh my God.
Oh my god!"
Why did I think you were about to say we saw some dogs and we fed them to the dogs before we got on the train? we didn't know what else to do with them, so we saw some dogs and we just fed them to the dogs. I'm
Didn't
like,
want them to go
"Whoa,
waste.
this story's getting kind of weird.
We sacrificed one of the pads of edibles to the dogs. Just like one of them's like.
Yeah, it is. Like, were the dogs
What the
okay? You're like
fuck is
driving away on
wrong
the
with
train,
this
looking out the
dog?
window, like, ooh, I don't know. It's in God's hands now. All dogs go to heaven, right?
Yeah, right.
Oh god!
Do you know what's fucking crazy? Did you guys hear that there's a serial killer in Chicago right now?
Oh, I
People
bet there's quite a few.
Yeah.
No, there's like one main one who's like.
People are investigating it.
You're talking
yeah.
about it's like a Jack the Ripper type of situation.
Well,
They've
he's
been
going
finding
around-
bodies in the river.
Yeah,
Jesus
they're
Christ.
finding.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they found about 16 bodies in the river. And the guy goes up, and there's like other reports. So the guy goes up and says, he goes out when the bars are closing, and he's like, "Hey, Uber," and then he just
He
prayed-
pretends to be
Be an
other people's
Uber.
Uber
Like, he
rides.
pretends to be
Oh
somebody's
my
Like a Lyft
God,
driver
that's
and Uber.
sinister. I feel like we shouldn't be talking about this because other people here didn't get the same idea.
No,
Yeah.
no. Maybe now people will be more.
Well,
alert.
you're right. You're right. We should say
You
because
know?
then
Don't
people
get
would
into
know.
anyone's Uber.
Because then
Be
people
like,
would
double
know to
check your
not do it.
phone to be like, is that the same license
right.
plate
If
or
you
whatever?
didn't
Yeah.
order-
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Good point. Because people, if they're drunk,
Awareness.
think about it. Even if you're drunk, think about it. You're fucking getting out of the bar. That's crazy.
Yeah,
But
it is crazy.
oh man, but Jesus,
Stranger
Christ. So
danger.
he's like taking, and then he abducts them and he murders them.
Yeah,
and he dumps their fucking
16
bodies in the
people.
river.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
16 bodies that they found so far. He's been doing it for like 5 years at this point, though, which is crazy. Yeah, and we've just kind of caught on now.
So how do they know it's the same guy?
Because he keeps dumping them in the same
It's
exact
like his
spot.
signature.
It
Yeah.
could be
move or
multiple
something.
people.
I've also seen some people, that are like sleuthing
But
on
wait,
their
how do they
own.
know that he's pretending to be an Uber driver?
Because, well,
I've seen some people who have who are like investigating this on their own. And
A little bit of citizen journaling.
yes, exactly.
A little
Journalism.
bit of
Um,
sleuthing.
Journaling, citizen journaling.
Yeah,
They're sitting at home.
because
and they're
I
writing it in a
saw-
book. No,
Private
journalism.
investigator.
Some people on TikTok, like I saw this video and there was this guy who was like, I almost got abducted at this place. It was with a black SUV. It was a guy that had this description and he was describing it. And the guy who was investigating it stitched it and was like, I need more information because this is the exact same thing other people are describing. So there are people who are saying they almost got abducted, but they didn't.
right.
So it's like
And
there
it's
are
like all the same thing, like the same kind of vehicle and
Right.
like a similar area,
Right,
location.
similar
when they
people.
find
And are they even getting like a profile on the guy that's driving it
The
at
funny
all?
thing is, the reason why they know that the people are all the same is because the bodies are mutilated in the same way, put in the same spot.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. What are you talking about? He's like putting like a brand on it
They
or
don't.
something?
They haven't released what it is, but
Some
they say they
fucking-
know that they're connected. That's all that they're saying.
Dude,
Silence
what
of the Lambs.
fuck,
From when they
man?
know,
Crazy.
yeah,
That- I
Chicago.
mean, that's a movie. What the fuck?
yeah.
We live in a. Sometimes I'm just like, I hear shit like this. I'm like, we just live in a simulation. It's just
Right.
run wild.
Yeah.
It's just creating all these crazy stories and
Did you hear
scenarios. It's like, okay, cool, calm down a little bit.
Have you heard about the serial killer Israel Keys? Because he is fucking wild.
No.
You
Who's
gotta
that?
look him
I
up.
don't think I've ever heard about
He
him.
I never heard of him either.
stashed murder kits all throughout the United States, so he could go to different cities and murder people.
Oh, okay, I thought for a second you were talking about murder kits, like it's like a little care,
Like, it
a
was-
little care package for
Literally.
others, like
No,
how
it
to
was-
murder, and like so that a random person who has like the desire or will to murder, like deep seated inside of them,
Right.
stumbles across it,
Woo!
Oh.
fucking
A murder-
unties the little twine string, and they're like,
Murder
"Oh, what's
care
this?
package.
Oh,
Just
they
what I
Read
needed.
the instructions.
Gloves.
Why is there's this hatchet here? What's this? These tools. He fucking starts reading it.
Everything
This
you
is my
need.
calling.
Yeah.
It's like- and he got a copy of his manifesto in every little
So it's
package.
basically
I'm
like
sorry, I just had. That's what I
It's
thought for a
almost
a
second.
care package to himself.
For
Yeah.
himself.
yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus,
So
that's
So that
what-
no matter
I don't
where
know
he
what's
is,
more dark, but
That's fucked
Yeah.
up. When
That's
was
just
he?
fucking-
Yeah,
When was
there's
he
some crazy
active?
Stories.
so
Recently,
what are you talking about?
Recently.
This is like
Within
yeah,
the
like,
last like 10,
Yeah.
20 years, maybe?
No,
and did
definitely
they,
10 years.
They
10
caught
years?
him.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Because
Man.
he'd stash, like, he was a traveling salesman, so he would, like, everywhere he knew he was going that he was going to return, he would stash a kit there. So he's like, in like 9 months, I will be back in North Dakota, like Lexington, North Dakota, and I put a gun, an unmarked gun, some masks, some gloves in a bag, and then he hid it underground in a spot that he knew where it was at. And then he would dig it up when he got there, kill the people, and then just discard the items, and then make a new kill kit. And then, you know what I mean? Like,
was he just
look into it,
killing
it's
random
crazy.
people?
randoms.
Yes.
Like
Completely
he just had no reason, no motivation.
Well, was the motivation. He didn't want to get caught, so he purposely chose random people, different demographics, different areas. So he's like, I'm gonna be not gonna get caught.
What's
like,
the
Those are
motivation?
scary
What's the
ones.
motivation for something like that?
Just to kill.
the thrill
Just
of the
to kill.
kill.
You
I
gotta
guess,
the
yeah.
hunt.
Is that it?
Maybe one of those people who like get off on killing.
But like,
I
how
don't
does
know.
that even happen? Like this fucking. I
Oh,
guess
we
we
want
could never
you want to go
know,
into
right?
some psychology here.
I
Oh,
don't
shit.
know. It's like how the fuck? It's like how does someone become that broken?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's crazy,
Probably an abusive.
I don't even know if it's like
I
one of
don't
those.
know.
is
A
an
lot of
abuse.
the time. Well,
I mean,
shouldn't
what if
say
it's just like
all
the
time, but
genetic
sometimes.
lottery? What if it's just like a variety of
Yeah.
like we have like
Could be.
billions
what,
and billions of factors when like
Like
you match with
super
someone
sociopath.
and your genes match with theirs. There's like you have the dominant and recessive genes and there's like an infinite number of combinations and that's
Yeah.
why we're all unique and we have our own genetic like markup and our own genetic footprint and everything and like they always say nature versus nurture, but
Yeah.
there's a lot of it that has come from nature. It's like even little kids have their own personalities.
Oh,
and stuff.
definitely. I think it's kind of a mixture. I
Yeah, I think it's always a mixture.
I think it's one of those things where like you have to have the genes that are predisposed, and then you have to have a shitty childhood on top of it, and
or
then that,
maybe not even a shitty childhood.
or some weird
but just
sex
a
thing.
moment in
Yeah.
your childhood.
Or think about this.
Or,
what if they had like an ancestor that was like a murderer, or like an ancestor that even they weren't a murderer, but they had to kill it because they had to survive because they were in a horrible war or something.
Oh,
or
yeah.
like their people or their time is like I don't know, and then they have that genetic imprint on them, and they don't understand it, and it's not reconciling with the current age and what's happening. And it's like. And I'm not trying to justify anything that someone would do for something like that, but it's like just trying to understand.
Well,
It's
I
like
think that's
maybe
just
that's why they act on it because it's just like this
human
this fucking
nature.
thing, this gene that was implanted in them from
Right.
something that doesn't exist anymore, and so
Right.
it's like they just terrorize it on the modern.
Yeah.
world.
Still have
or
like
you could even be
caveman
like,
brains.
oh, I was in the I've been in the military for the last 9 years, and all I've known is going out and surveying areas and killing threats.
And the mental health,
Yeah,
and
and then
the mental
your
health, the
threats.
mental health for the military is terrible.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
it is like
absolutely.
almost non-existent. Like they will only let you use like an on-base therapist or like a psychiatrist. They won't let you use anything off base, and what that means is that they control how they can distribute any sort of help to
And I'm
you.
sure they
and what
also
they're gonna do
know
is
what
basically
you just
probably
said,
brush
you
everything
know.
off. Oh yeah,
Sure,
Yeah,
it's not
definitely.
very HIPAA,
well, the thing is
under
too,
HIPAA.
the thing is too, like people might.
Yeah. No?
It
and
definitely.
he
could-
was in combat and stuff.
Yeah, he was in
Yeah.
combat. So like, I could definitely see how that like happens. Like, as crazy as it sounds, like, I think it's way more because here's the crazy thing.
I think it's indicative of a
military now
social
you're talking
problem.
about?
It's
Yeah.
indicative of like we don't have the tools or like people. There's just a mismatch.
Oh yeah, definitely.
There's something very fucking wrong that this stuff is happening.
Yeah, you're right though, because I mean, I think a lot of it could be, and often is related to growing up, family abuse, whatever. But I think there is something to be said about the possibility of just having like a total antisocial personality,
Some random
like
genetic marker.
no
Some random
empathy,
genetic marker.
like just truly not having the capacity to.
And it could be something that's like it's not even their fault. It's like a genetic marker. Then that just
Right.
like
I
that's
mean,
who
and
they are. And
like
it's
you
like
said,
you
that
can try
doesn't
to
make it
nurture and
okay.
no,
No.
obviously
But
not. It's like
it's
you can
just-
try to nurture and change it all you want, but it's like you can't.
You can't
change the
teach
way
somebody to
something
be
is.
empathetic if they don't have the capacity.
I mean, you can't
to
turn
be.
a mountain into a valley. Like you can,
Eh,
but
right.
you can pull it up with dynamite. But
Speaking of some like
It's not going to be the same.
Speaking of some crazy like lack of empathy thing, did you guys hear about this Oklahoma story, right? So there was this reporter, right? And he was like, yo, this like city council's really fucky. I think there's something crazy going on with these people.
When did this happen? Recently?
This
or?
is like this week.
yeah,
Oh,
I haven't
okay.
heard of it at
Yeah,
all.
it's not really even in the news that much. It's kind of like on the download news. And they were like, he's like, I'm going to put a secret recorder in their chambers in the like main office of where they do like their meetings. And they were like, he's like, pretty much told all of them, like, I am actively investigating you all, like, for a story. Like, didn't let it be known, let it be known, didn't let it be hid. And there's like video recordings of them like, I'm gonna chop this motherfucker's head off. Do you guys know a hitman? They're like
Ooh,
fucking
shit.
city
The
council.
city council?
Yeah.
Is this
And
a big
just think
city or
about-
a small city?
So just think about it. Doesn't matter because
Yeah.
no, it doesn't matter. You're right. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say
Small, like a
that. I'm
small
just saying like
Oklahoma.
it blows my mind and it scares me because like if it's happening at a city level, even if it's like a big city, it's like yeah, that's the level of corruption in like a city.
Bro,
It
this is
happens-
Oklahoma we're talking about.
is this like a rural Oklahoma?
Yeah,
This
like
is
rural.
some
I'm-
Joe Exotic
I'm
motherfucker.
imagining- right? I'm imagining like this city hall that's like 400 square feet, and you know, like
Yeah,
They're
it's
in, they're
like-
in the
Hey,
fucking
Cletus,
Alamo.
They're
Cletus,
sitting
I
on some
need somebody
fucking
to get rid of
folding-
my goddamn wife, okay?
They're sitting on
She's
some card
pissing me
table
off.
chairs,
Yeah.
drinking out of fucking clear Dixie cups.
The reason why it's not really that widespread is because the guy that they're like threatening to
Because
kill.
they're killing everybody that's talking about
yeah,
it.
for real. Well, he's
They're fucking in their city council meetings like, well, I heard another one talking about it. Time to get the hitman on him.
yeah. I wouldn't even known about it if I hadn't
Tracked
seen
his
the video.
IP address and sent him to the house. I had a kill kit
Dude.
set up, ready. It
Oh
was
my
thug
God.
right in his front yard.
Yeah,
Well,
dude. It's
When I was a kid, we drove through the panhandle on Oklahoma, and then that little tippy
Wait,
top,
what's the what? Oh, you're talking about where it?
the panhandle.
like,
Wait,
little-
what
And
the
then-
fuck? Oklahoma's like in the middle, right? Oklahoma's the weird
Like
looking.
on top of
Oklahoma's
Texas,
the
right?
Pinocchio one, right?
And then we went to the little tippy top part of Texas there, and we were just driving through it. That shit is crazy. It's like a barren
Wait,
wasteland.
can you just explain
If
to
you've
ever
someone
been-
who like
if
is
you've-
not that smart on words?
Geographically-
What is a panhandle? Is that the pointy
That's the
part?
little like square thing that's sticking
So
out.
like Texas,
That's the pointy part.
yeah.
It's
It looks
just
like,
a little.
It looks
you
like
could-
it looks like a fucking.
It looks like a pan.
it
and
looks
yeah,
like
so
a-
you could pick that. You know,
That's
like a
Oklahoma,
pan.
right? Please,
Right.
guys, tell me. I'm
Yes.
not good at geography. Okay, and
It's
so the
all-
panhandle's the long pointy part, just like the panhandle of Florida.
Yeah.
like the one.
Yeah.
Correct.
Exactly.
Because
Correct.
first you said panhandle, and I'm thinking panhandle of Florida. I'm like, oh, it was by the water, but then I'm like, Oklahoma's like in the middle of the fucking thing.
But if
Okay.
you've never been to that shit, it's the most barren, like wasteland of a place you've
Oh,
ever
yeah.
seen in your life. It's just
like
like
nothing there.
there'll be like one house out in the distance, and then like an oil well 100 miles that way, and then you're like, oh my god.
Is
the
it
car
like-
breaks
is
down.
There, is
We-
it like trees and stuff? Is
No,
it like shrubby?
no, it's
is it
just-
like desert.
it looks
land?
like
Is
grapes
like,
of
is
wrath.
There grass?
Nothing's growing. It's just dirt as far as you can see.
well, we bought all that
And,
land for fucking Mexico, so
yeah.
it's pretty much just Mexico too.
Didn't
So
we
if you
buy
got
it
a
for
piss,
like
that's
a
us.
fucking like ridiculous amount?
No, we pretty much. Well, they saw what we did to the French when the French were like, "Oh, we're not going to sell you all this land," and then we're like, "We'll fuck you up so bad. Don't even think that they won't." And then Mexico was trying to be like, "Oh, you won't steal our land," and then we just killed all the Mexicans.
yeah.
Actually, that's what that book Blood Meridian is about how we went.
Oh, shit.
There was like
For real?
bounties
So is it like it's like is it fictional or is it like it's like a fictional book but it's based on
based on
reality?
real events.
Okay.
They put bounties.
You gave that book to me, dude, probably like a year and a half ago.
Oh,
now.
what? It's good. It will literally take
I
you.
promise I'm gonna read it.
It will literally
The
probably.
problem is, I don't know, dude. It's just so hard to find time. And with me, it's like
It is hard.
as soon as I open a book, it's hard for me to put it
It's
down.
that book
so
will
I'll be
probably
fucking
take.
5 hours later. I'm like, fuck, one more page. Like,
It's
now I
definitely-
gotta finish the chapter. And they're like, it left me on a fucking.
That's
It's
nice.
just
Yeah,
like when
no.
you're watching a series or something.
Yeah.
It's like I will binge a book.
That's definitely not a book that you're gonna be able to. It's really dense.
It's really
It's
It's really you have to kind of.
Yeah,
and
it's
you have
like-
to process it.
it's like on some Bible shit. It's very dense.
On some Bible shit.
Well, you know how like you can't just skip like 3 pages in the Bible and then be know
I
where
mean,
the
you
fuck you're at.
kind of can though.
I mean, maybe if
The,
you're
the
keeping,
Bible is not very jointed.
Okay,
maybe, like,
have you
one
guys?
Yeah,
Which of
that's
us
most
has actually
thrown
ever
together-
read the Bible
That's
front to
most
back?
thrown together
Both of
shit.
you have.
I'm
Front to
Catholic.
back.
I've
Well,
never,
I'm not currently
I've
Catholic,
never
but I
read it
grew up
front to
Catholic.
back. I don't know.
I wouldn't say front
Like
to back,
every-
but I mean, I went to Bible study,
I
not
would
on
go-
my own volition,
I do
Yeah.
have,
but I was forced to.
I have the Action Bible, which is a
Ooh.
Bible but in comic book form. So you know what I thought. Comic
Your
book
mom
Jesus.
probably bought you that, like, hey, this
No,
is gonna make you read the Bible.
I
huh?
bought it. It was at
Oh, nice.
Walmart and it was like on clearance for like $3, and I was like,
So
fuck it.
Jesus
Oh,
is just
nice.
This
like,
is awesome. I'm
Pow.
putting this on my bookshelf. Are you kidding me?
Hero
this
Jesus.
This is going right next to Calvin and Hobbes.
Wait, I do want to
Wow.
see the comic version of Revelation Zones. That sounds dope.
That does sound.
Isn't
Yeah,
like
I'll
raining,
bring it over
raining
sometime.
frogs and shit, and like.
To be honest, I don't know if I've even ever actually opened it. I just bought it.
No.
shit
It was
gets
just one of
violent.
those things for shits and giggles. I was at Walmart. It was in the clearance rack. It was like $3. I'm like, the Action Bible? I'm buying this.
There's no way it's the whole
I've
thing.
read the Bible, the Talmud, the Quran, and the Torah.
Well, aren't
Oh,
you
shit.
cultured?
okay, wait, hold on one second, because Torah and Talmud. That's both Jewish?
Yeah,
things?
I've read
Okay,
both.
but what's the difference?
One's like the expanded word. It's like one is the expanded
The
word.
Special
Talmud,
features.
The Talmud is like the more like holy of holier ones.
No, it's no, it's more of the expanded stories. It's
Okay,
like
all right.
it's
Do you have to like know Hebrew to read them?
no, they have English translations. The
Oh,
same
right.
way that
I
there's
didn't know if they were like trying to block people out because I remember one time I was talking to you about like Jewish stuff and you were like, oh man, I mean, because I was like, what if I wanted to become Jewish? You're like, it's a whole process.
yeah, you'd have.
I mean, I think you can though.
No,
I've
you
seen
can.
people do
Yeah.
it, but it is a process.
There's
Yeah,
a-
But what if I just want to do it for like the cred, you know?
no.
I think like
I'll be like, you know, I kind of got a big nose. I
You
could
should,
do it,
you
right?
should, you should,
not
you
like
should
Buddhism
go
where
Islam.
you can
if you're
just,
gonna
like,
go, if you're gonna go secondary
up.
religion, I would go Islam, 100%.
Buddhist.
I almost did one time because I was dating this girl, and she was like, you know, oh, I'll only really like fuck with you like that if you know, be Islam. I'm like, no problem.
Where's Mecca?
Just
All
fucking
right.
tell me what to do.
Point me in the
You say the
direction.
word, I'll tell you what. I mean, a beautiful woman, and like, you know, I'll start to change my mind about
I'll
something
pray.
really quick.
I'll pray 20 times a day, motherfucker.
How much time have we done?
Oh yeah, we're about 20 minutes.
Okay, I was just
Oh,
wanting to
okay,
mention-
good. Because I forgot I had a timer, but I said about halfway.
All right,
so.
folks, here we go.
Is that right? Is halftime or just a little timeout?
A fourth of the time, probably, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like we're barely getting started.
Sometimes we do 4 too.
Yeah.
Oh, that was like right on 20 minutes. Nice.
I had a feeling like it was. I can start to feel when it's.
You
been,
could, man. You got a good internal clock. You fucking knew.
Well, just because I've tried to edit it around us, fucking. It's so weird to like. It's so funny to like edit the end of a conversation.
Editing, man. I like when
Oh,
you put
yeah.
when you put in the pictures and
He's been
stuff.
killing
When
it.
you guys are like talking about the Pokemon, you put the storylines.
Yeah.
You put it in the other little spot. I'm like, this is fucking lit.
He's been
You're
killing it on the editing.
Bro.
They've taken a little bit more to edit.
It's legit, bro. You're doing some next level shit, doggy.
It's
Very
funny as
true.
fuck.
I do agree.
The editing like takes it to another level of
You don't have to.
hilarity.
You don't have to flip that camera around if you just. I don't know if it'll be.
And then, like, doing the clips and stuff from the show is fucking, because the short videos are all fucking
Yeah.
great, dude. So
No.
get some good clips from the show, dude. That's fucking, that's how that shit starts popping, dude.
Yeah.
He's been getting some funny comments on TikTok.
I do have because we were all talking. Wait, oh my god.
We got
Oh my God,
roasted
wait.
on a one. It was hilarious.
Oh yeah, we did get roasted. Don't
I
forget
took
the
all of our
microphone.
negative comments. Yeah.
And we're back.
And we were talking about cults a couple weeks ago. You know, oh, while you're here, what's your favorite cult, Josh?
You have a cult of personality.
Oh hell yeah! Good jam.
It's like
Favorite cult. Is Scientology a cult?
Yeah, I would say.
Yeah, oh
Yeah,
yeah.
that counts.
Scientology is 100% my favorite cult. When I was in high school, I wrote like a little paper or something for speech class about Scientology, and I just remember like, whoa, they eat the placenta, the baby, and like Tom Cruise was a Scientologist, and that was like around the time when he was jumping on the couch.
Were you in
with
support
Oprah.
of?
No, I just wanted to know what the
I
deal
love
was.
Katie
I just thought it
Holmes.
was like one of the most like craziest out there things ever, and so like I read into it a little bit, and what was his name? L. Ron Hubbard. L. Ron Hubbard. Man, what the fuck? And
Dude
then
just made all
there's-
this
yeah,
shit
that's
up.
crazy.
So the basic belief is like this alien being named Xenu like fucking jizzed into a volcano, and like that's where all of humanity comes from.
It sounds
and
so
I
Parks
mean,
and Rec. to
is there
me.
not a more lit story than that? So yeah, that's hands down my favorite cult. They're fun. They don't go around and like murder people. They believe in like a fucking horny alien god that comes into volcanoes.
That is fun.
That
I was just thinking about, and I don't know if this is a, you know, like cults that speak in tongues and shit.
Oh, so
You know-
you mean
you know-
Christians?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
what
mean evangelical?
That's just evangelical.
You're
Yeah.
talking about
Christians?
it's Christian.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I consider that a cult.
You're talking about people that are touched by the Holy Spirit. I'll tell you what. I went to a couple of churches with my brother back in the day.
Yeah, okay. Now maybe
Where
you
I
can give me
saw
some
people
insight
who are
on this.
speaking in tongues, and they were going,
Yeah.
and I swear to fucking God, I'm not making this up. My brother shook on the ground from the power of the Holy Spirit.
Well, this is
I'm
my,
like, is my man just having a seizure? Because this is an awfully convenient time, and all the people were around him and shit, and they were like, "Oh, he's being touched by Jesus," and he was on the ground like,
No way.
I'm like, dude, does he
See,
need
now that's a
medical
cult.
help?
It has to be.
They
But I
actually-
mean, he was okay. Like he got up and it's like, yeah, dude, it's just Jesus touching me. It feels weird. It's like a tingle.
is like he's jerking me off or something.
I swear to
But
fucking God, I'm not making it up.
Now
Whoa.
maybe you can answer this question then, because how do you fucking speak in tongues? It's like you got to take a language.
You got to get touched by
class on
Really,
it.
really fucking easy. Look, I'll tell you right now. First setup, the space you're in, okay? You're in a space with people who think the same way you do.
You gotta
You're
be in this
in a
space.
space with at least like
You
20,
gotta be there to
20,
do it.
20 plus people.
Right.
Second, you need a leader. You need someone who's
Yeah.
in front of you
You're
who is
explaining-
empowering you to let your freak flags fly.
explaining a cult
to
He
me.
is telling you, let
Yeah,
whatever's
go
inside of
crazy.
you go. But
Right,
also,
but
it's
why
not
does
just
it-
inside of you. It's a collective thing that we're all creating together right now.
So
okay?
like it's like they all sound. It's like the same
Wait.
language.
No, you're right. I'll just let you talk. I'm
know?
sorry.
No,
I
no, no,
have
keep
I have
going.
more. I
No,
have
stop,
more, but
stop,
we
no,
should stop
no,
and
no,
elaborate
keep
on
going.
this.
No, keep going.
Okay,
Keep on. Here.
third, you need music. You need a backdrop
Oh,
because
yeah.
music is hypnotic, and
Yeah.
music puts people in a trance, and it makes
That's
people.
true.
I know this, but it just came to my mind, and I think it's true. It makes people easy to manipulate.
Yeah, yeah.
True. Yeah,
Music.
Yeah.
If you have, that's why hypnotists. I don't know if they use music. They use a fucking little clock thing
Weird-
or whatever.
weird shit,
I
yeah.
don't know, but music is hypnotic, and it has an ability to like impart subliminal messages to people, and to like. I don't know. Music makes
So
people
it's-
move, right? Music will make you
Yeah.
unconsciously move, and beyond that, if there's lyrics added to that, even if there's not lyrics, if there's chanting or if there's someone talking with
It's
power,
more like the group collective.
Yeah, the group collective.
you're creating
The group
something. You're
collective.
creating a language. You're
Yeah.
in your own little, like your own little tribe, and you're just creating a language. So you just go out and you're like, this is what I'm feeling like, whatever this spirit thing that's tapping into me is going to make me say, and you just go, whatever.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I don't know, because I haven't done it, but that's
you've
my
been there.
interpretation of it. I've
You've
been
been
there.
there.
I went like to at least 4 or 5 of these things. And
Damn.
this was like 8 years ago
Now, the way
but-
that you just described that, you cannot say that that is not a cult.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right.
Is it not?
Is that not a cult? What you just described?
Speaking
No, I mean,
of
100%.
cult,
Hey, look, that's John.
cult,
It's John Travolta's best movie.
What? Here's the thing, though. I think you could say that any organized group of people is a cult. I think
Oh,
that
yeah,
you could
100%.
say like
I
I mean,
think-
and the word cult is really just like that's where culture comes from. So
I-
we're all in
yeah.
cults. Like if you have like things that
Culture.
you have interest in or affinity in. Oh, fucking, I'm in the cult of music. I love music.
I think
you know.
to me, the difference between being in a group and being in a cult is a cult wants to take you away and exclude you from your family and your friends because that group is your family and your friends. You
Yeah,
know,
I think
It's
you're
like
right.
that-
And then
I
they
think
do
that's
they
the
do stuff like
difference between,
love
like-
bombing. They make
Right.
you feel like you belong
like
here.
just being in a group
Yeah.
This is-
versus
this
like
is
a
where-
toxic group. You know,
Mhm.
1 second. Speaking of cults, L. Ron Hubbard's. I have a book from his right here. Battlefield Earth. This is a fascinating fucking book.
Well, you don't know that's a true story.
Oh yeah, this is religious text right here.
is that
I
is that a Scientology text?
This is a real story, guys.
Yeah.
But the problem is you have to be a level 7 theta to have that book. So I'm a little skeptical about you right now.
I don't even know what the fuck you're
did
talking
you
about.
get that
I don't know what
book?
this
My
is.
Thetan
Do
levels
you
are
know
high.
Tom Cruise?
You've
Because
never seen the movie?
No, I've read this
Yeah,
book.
It sounds like I thought that it sounded like a movie.
Do you know people would say that my dad looked like Tom Cruise when he was younger?
Really?
I'll have to. I can send
Ooh.
you the picture. I don't know if he'd want me to put his picture.
Don't
in
put his
here.
picture. No, don't.
Hey, he's a good looking.
Put a picture
dude,
of Tom
man.
Cruise.
That was
Yeah,
even
Tom
funnier.
And yeah, you put it. No, it's my dad. It's my dad. What are you talking about? We wouldn't
Right.
put a picture of Tom Cruise. It's fucking obviously my father.
Our
The
fan base
beautiful
is
man.
autist. Don't give them flames.
But and he was a fighter pilot too. So there's like this picture of him by the plane,
Yeah.
and he looks like fucking Tom Cruise from
Oh,
Top
shit.
Gun.
Damn.
That's dope.
Flying to the.
So I
Look at
start to get a
Scully.
little confused. I'm like, wait, is Tom Cruise my dad? Am I a Scientologist? Did I
Oh
just
my
never
God.
tell you guys?
It became full circle right there.
You guys have never met my dad, so you would never know if he's actually Tom Cruise.
Oh my god.
Did you guys ever see a Jesus Camp?
Yes.
Documentary.
Oh my
Jesus
god,
Camp?
that
'Cause
that
all
is terrifying.
That's all about what we were just talking about with your
It's
with
like
your brother.
like
I'm
a
just
Christian
imagining.
camp
I'm just imagining like
children.
it's got that effect over it where it's like the kind of the. It looks like the floaters in your eye over the fucking, and it's like kind of, and then it comes into like the fucking church and it's like a sepia tone, and then it's like the Bible.
No, it's
There's like
worse.
these little kids dancing.
Yeah,
in
no.
the
It's
fucking
worse than that.
ring, and then a
It's-
fucking girl climbs out of the TV and it's the
That is
ring.
way too innocent
It's-
sounding.
Yeah, no, it's
It's like-
insane.
No,
It's-
but like make it creepy, like creepy kids, and put some reverb.
No,
on it,
the
and it's
fact
like,
that it's not, the fact that this is real real life, and there
What's
are
it-
like 6-year-olds.
Can you
and
tell me
they're
the
like-
name of it again?
Jesus
Can.
Can.
I gotta check
They're
this out.
like
Where can I watch
in
it
these
at?
Documentary. You can watch it on YouTube.
These
YouTube.
like it's like this love bombing, like just emotional, like these are like 7-year-olds, and they're like sobbing, like Lord take me home.
They're like
You're
telling them that they're
oh
gonna
my
die, they're
God.
gonna burn in hell
that
and
they-
shit. Like
They're like on some
It's
straight Al
extreme.
Qaeda. They're on some straight Al Qaeda shit because they're like, you have to be willing to die for your
And these are
cause. You know what I
choosers.
mean?
Little
I mean,
kids are
sure,
like,
I
"I'll
mean, that's
die."
how you plant the seeds at a young age. And
Yeah.
even if you don't know it, it's almost like you're the Manchurian candidate. You have like a trigger word or something.
Another
or,
great
like,
book.
shit.
Something happens, and then it's like
Very
'cause
literary
they
episode.
planted that fucking seed in you at such an early age. It caused
Yeah,
you to
yeah.
snap.
Right.
Maybe that's what that fucking killer's problem was.
Man.
What, that's a bad take.
No, I like that one. Spencer just
No, I was
wanted
just
to.
thinking more
Not
just,
you. It's just
just the topic.
The topic. Yeah.
So,
Sucks
um,
for them.
Did you?
The secret is he did that to cover up my fart. No.
That'd be fucking. That's what I need is a fart button.
Yeah.
It's like a little white noise. Like,
We do need that.
Dude,
did you hear that Donald Trump wants to put fucking homeless people into internment camps?
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't
Why?
hear that, but what I did hear is that he made a song that charted
Yes,
number
and it's
one
god
on
awful.
Billboard.
Did you listen to that, Spencer?
No.
Is
what?
that real or is
this
that a
real?
joke?
I don't know if it
Is
charted.
that like something
but
that
the
was
song,
written by Chat GPT as a joke?
No, and the song
that
is.
can't be real.
Did you listen to it?
No, I
It
don't. I
is-
don't think it's real.
It is real,
It is
and it
real?
is terrifying.
We gotta hear this.
because
I
the
don't know
song
if I want to hear it. I'm
is-
scared already.
Just an overview. It's him like speaking. What is he saying? The national anthem.
yeah.
He's like just.
Does he
speaking
go?
Words.
We're gonna take over the world when I'm on
No,
my Donald
he's-
Trump.
He's just
He's
like,
just like spitting some fire.
he's like
He's
just
like rapping.
He's
I swear to God, I have a very big penis. It's super huge.
My
Grab him by the
There's
pussy.
no problem down there.
All right, one second.
no. It's him like saying the national anthem or the Pledge of Allegiance or something, and
Or
then
like a beatbox.
in the background, which makes it so creepy,
It's
is a chorus of inmates, and they had to record them on the jail phone because they're literal inmates, and it's like so haunting.
It's like low
Why are
quality.
inmates
This is
on
not
a song
real.
with Trump.
Who knows?
It's real. It is real.
Is that because they're kind of foreshadowing where he's gonna go?
Yeah.
I don't know. I
He's
don't know
letting his
what-
homies know.
I don't know, but it sounds so like creepy and haunting because it's like this echoey, like because they're recording it on a jail phone. You know what I mean? And it's
What
just
the fuck?
obviously these inmates, I don't remember what they're saying. I think they're singing the national anthem or something.
Oh, say can't. What is that
Yeah,
song?
the national,
national
anthem.
anthem?
I think.
Yeah, it's Donald Trump in the background. He's
We'll
like,
look it up on the next
You
break.
guys are creeping me out.
yeah.
It is.
We should play
Donald
a little
Trump?
snippet of it so people can know how creepy
Oh,
it
he
Oh,
is.
yeah.
will. Yeah.
Just right now.
No. Well.
Have you guys ever heard of Chinese piggy toilets?
Absolutely not.
Piggy toilet.
Yeah, that's what they're called.
Like the animal piggy? Pig?
Like a piggy pig. So this is like in futile Japan, all the way up to like right before America came and kicked ass.
So this
Ba-now.
These aren't modern toilets.
Here's a thought I had recently about Japan. Like, we bombed their asses into submission. Are they just low-key secretly plotting
No, they
a
love
long-term
us.
plan to
No.
overtake us and, like, side with China and be like,
They're
fuck
cool.
you, America, you bombed us.
No, they
Now
hate-
we have bigger and better bombs.
Yeah, they don't like
They
China.
hate the Chinese because of the rape of Nanking and all that jazz.
They hate each other.
You know
How
it's a serious.
crazy.
You know,
I mean, they're so fucking close.
no. Well, the thing is, they're so culturally different, though.
I know,
Japan's
but
like
the
close,
Nat-
geographically, they're like fucking
Uh.
like 40, 50 miles away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Japan was like the Nazis of
Insane. Like, we could drive
Asia.
to a fucking. I'm probably so wrong on those. Fucking
No,
numbers.
they're pretty close. You could the outside of
It's like we drive to Chicago is like how close fucking Japan is to
I mean,
fucking
of
China.
a boat ride to Japan, yeah, probably. Are you good?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's probably really wrong, but that's like how I'm.
Yeah, you can't
visualizing it
drive
in my
off an
head right
island.
now. Well, I know, but I'm just,
A
talking
boat.
about, I'm just talking about the distance.
A boat ride,
Yeah.
yeah.
What about it though? What about?
Oh
Can
yeah.
if you have a James
Okay,
Bond
so-
What about these
card.
toilets?
So this is the crazy thing. They used to build these fucking giant shitters, like community shitters. Everyone coming.
Is it one giant hole or multiple?
It's
little
multiple
holes?
holes, and everyone's coming into shit. Like
It's
in
kind of
the
like how
room.
the Greeks or the Romans used to
like
do.
the Romans. But do you know what they used to
I
do?
remember seeing the picture of that. They would. It was like a social thing. They would
And
all
they-
be
yep.
shitting and hanging out.
Yeah.
Share the
Fuck
butt
yeah.
scratcher.
So they had the
Butt
same.
scratcher.
They had the same thing, but they would take all the community's pigs and they'd put a little clip on their ear, right? And it would like be like, oh, this is owned by this family, and they would literally just feed the pigs their shit. That's the only thing the pigs would eat.
Sounds
So all
about
these
right.
toilets
Pigs
would
can survive on shit.
shit.
I mean, honestly, fair play in terms of sustainability.
yeah.
What the fuck? I
It's a
mean,
circle of life.
cows can fucking turn grass into steak. If
Right,
pigs can
yeah.
turn shit into pork,
Yes. No.
then I don't want to eat pork anymore.
So the crazy thing was like,
eat it.
Why? Is that why the Jews won't eat the pork?
I think
Yeah.
there's a reason. I know that
Yeah.
like originally it was like for health reasons because like people are getting trichinosis.
It's nasty.
People are fucking dying
Well,
out
but,
here
yeah,
from
I mean,
this
yeah, I
dirty
guess
ass.
if you think about it, they were just feeding fucking pigs shit. Like,
And pigs aren't inherently dirty animals. It's just like what humans did to them.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
And how fucking horrible is that?
Yeah.
Because they're naturally pretty clean animals.
Yeah, I have heard that.
Like, do you think before humans were involved, they would be out there eating shit? Or it's just like they have
Probably,
no
yeah,
other
probably
way to
not.
survive. They're in a
So-
horrible situation.
Right.
they
How
eat
else are they
anything.
gonna fucking
They're-
honestly?
they're
that's
domesticated
fucked
at
up.
that
Just imagine
point.
if you're reincarnated as that pig.
you know what's crazy though? Those pigs.
That's your whole fucking existence.
those
You're
pigs that go
eating corn
wild.
pieces and turds. And you know they're probably not having solid shits.
No. Those pigs that go
You know
wild.
they're probably
though,
having piles of some diarrhea.
those
You
pigs,
know that pig's slopping it up like a smoothie.
so those pigs that go wild, like like normal pigs can go, and if they escape their pin pen, they'll go feral in a second, and they grow these
They
fucking.
change.
They grow these huge
tusks,
and they get fit.
hairy.
Even like
Yeah.
so, a domestic pig
They turn into a boar.
turns
Yeah.
into a boar.
Boar.
Yeah.
Yes.
And-
No, they do. It's kind of similar to how like grasshoppers can turn into locusts. Given the
Really?
right
Yeah, right
conditions.
situation.
That's crazy.
They
That's
literally,
crazy.
their whole body structure changes. They become bigger, more aggressive. They fucking, their colors change.
Yeah,
How fucking crazy is that? Do you think that could happen to humans given the right fucking
I bet
prompts?
so.
Wild man.
That's a
Wait,
good question.
maybe that is what happened to us to turn us from like what we were.
I don't
to what
know.
we
I mean,
are.
there's the stories of those feral kids, that grew up feral with. Have you heard? There's like the story. I can't remember her name, but she grew up with the wolves.
Oh, the wolves. Yeah.
But I mean, I bet they were hilarious though.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
Will
probably.
Will Ferrell's offspring? I don't know.
Hey.
It was kind of a stretch. It was kind of a stretch. Play the thing. All right, that one I deserved.
Do you know what pisses me the fuck off? Okay, well, this is I don't like comedians pretending like they're modern day philosophers.
But
this
aren't
is-
they?
No, They're-
Some of them totally are.
so most of them are dickheads that tell jokes. But this is
But some of them are.
this is the thing I don't like.
Let's just agree that 2% of all comedians are philosophers.
I would go
Carlin and Hicks.
0.005%.
Have you ever actually
I'm talking
taken
about 2% of good comedians, not all
Have you
comedians.
ever actually taken a philosophy class? 'Cause
Carlin
there's a
and
lot more to it than
Pryor.
just thinking. There's a lot of logic. Like, have you ever done
I
like
did. I
studied
took a
logic?
That's
philosophy
part of
Because
class.
it.
it was
That's
like
the
way more shit than
hate
I
that shit.
thought that philosophy actually was.
It's like
you know what I
if
mean?
statement A is
Yeah.
true and statement B is a fallacy, then is statement C
Dude,
sound?
all that
and
is
it's like-
fucking training you to be a
crazy.
Chat GPT, dude.
Yeah.
Chat GPT can do that in 2 seconds. What do you got to go to philosophy
Right.
class for, dude? Chat GPT already knows, dude. You'd be like, can you pretend that you're Shakespeare riding a unicycle, throwing
That's probably-
darts at Cleopatra? Sure, I would be happy to do that.
That's probably any college thing you could argue that's just ChatGPT.
I would agree that
Now,
most
yeah.
comedians. I would
Now-
agree that most comedians though are.
Yeah.
are-
So what do you not like
Not
specifically
Okay, so no,
about the
so-
philosophy
So
ones?
no. This
Okay, dude, Theo Von is a modern day fucking.
He's funny. He's
Dude, Theo Von is a modern day motherfucking. What's the dude? Socrates, dude.
Socrates. The only thing I gotta complain about is, like, okay, I love Your Mom's House.
I'm kind of joking, by the way. I love Theo Von, but do I really think he's a philosopher? I don't know. I mean,
I was watching Your Mom's House,
I think it's fucking hilarious, but
and this fucking Tom Segura, who I think is really funny, was like really trying to push some like social issue shit where he's like,
Ooh, okay, I get what you're saying.
where he's
Yeah.
like,
I
You're
can see
you're saying stick to the jokes, funny man.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like,
No, I
Yeah.
get it honestly, and I'm with you on that point. What I thought you were saying is that like when like George Carlin, when you're like having
Oh, no.
jokes in your act, and it's like
Yeah.
part of your thing. I'm like, no, I mean, there's a place for that. There's like a small percentage of comics that
Right.
actually are able to incorporate that into their act.
Yeah.
And it's not like
Yeah,
they're being
it's like
Yeah.
some
weird and pushy. It's like they're
comedy
talking about
kind of-
topical social issues that are fucked up, but they're doing it in a funny way. And it's
Right.
like,
He's
to
one
me,
of the
that's
few.
the like most elevated form.
Oh,
of
definitely.
comedy.
That's
Because
definitely.
it's like you're taking the world that's so fucked up around you, and you're able to turn it into something that's funny.
Right.
So that people can laugh at it, but at the same
But
time,
also think about it a little
understand
bit.
it and
Yeah.
think about it. And like at the end of the day, they didn't just laugh and have a good time, but like even fucking months, years later, they're analyzing it. They're talking about it with people. They're figuring out why is our society like this? Why is it fucked up like this? Just from a funny.
well,
joke.
this is the only complaint I have is like I saw this clip of him talking about he's like, pull your bootstraps up and stop complaining about being poor. And
Bitch, okay.
I want to be like, and then I
I
look.
think that's a fair point, but I mean, my question
I
is,
don't know.
No. All I have to ask is, did he come from being
He
poor,
did.
or is he someone who is privileged? Because
His
if
dad-
you're saying that as someone who's privileged, you have no place to say that.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be saying that, and it's just kind of offensive for you to say that.
His dad
but if
worked
you're
for
someone
Lockheed
who
Martin.
literally, okay,
Oh,
and I was
shit.
like, shut the fuck. Your dad worked for Lockheed Martin, one of the most like influential. You built his dad helped build bombs to wipe out the Middle East, and yeah, I can't be like,
this is the company that's getting $100 billion.
yeah, he was, yeah. And I'm just be like, dog,
Yearly.
like stay in your
Damn.
like. Some people can be
Yes.
like,
Yeah.
if you come from poverty and you want to talk about some poor people shit about being
100%. If you have gone
Right.
through it and if you experienced it, if you have fucking clawed your way up through the mud, then absolutely you should be the one that has a platform to talk about that.
Yeah.
And you have every
Yeah.
right. And you're an inspiration to other people who are going through that same thing and can learn from your story. But someone who maybe he was privileged,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if his dad was super rich. I don't know if they made
Super duper
sounds
rich.
like they were fucking super,
Super
duper
duper
rich.
rich.
For someone like that to say something like that, it just really comes across as tone deaf, and it comes across as like, look, I've made it, why can't you? Without thinking about like
Right.
all the barriers that are in place for other people who might not have had like a head start like you.
Yeah, the funny thing is too, man. Like even like the thing is, it just bums me out when I see some people do some shit like that because like I really like your comedy.
I
and
like Tom Segura a lot as well.
and the thing is, I'm not gonna stop listening to his shit.
No, of course not.
But
But
it's just
I
kinda
think
like
I
a
think
dick
it is
move.
important, like especially if you, I don't know, call people out, right?
Oh yeah.
Do you think
fucking-
it's
Everyone should call everyone out. Hold each other accountable for the better social structure that we want to achieve. You know what I mean?
That's some real shit though.
do you think it's kind of like
Because if we all stay in silence, then it's gonna just fucking get worse.
do you think that it's kind of like because it seems to me that it's almost like comedians or even just people like that are moderately famous like that, it's like once they kind of reach that point in their career where it's like that I made it now, I have money, and now I feel like I have this platform and I can share all my,
You motherfuckers better be
Opinions.
ready for when I get some money because I'm gonna be reckless.
Bro,
go.
just
Kanye
on,
West
just
2.0.
Yeah.
Because
20 minutes maybe.
pulling the ladder up behind them.
Oh,
Yeah, that is kind of how it goes. Like all these comedians that like, oh, they made their way in by doing edgy or offensive humor. And
Oh,
they're
right.
Like, oh no.
Right, yeah, now I'm gonna be all like
Can't say that. Can't
Motherfucker.
Oh, you fucking or like even like Logan Paul and shit who had their fucking
Oh, yeah.
YouTube channels just doing outrageous fucking. Now he's like, it's like, are you fucking kidding me, bro?
about that, dude.
Are you fucking kidding me?
You know dude. All I gotta say is I'm not gonna pull the ladder up behind me. I'm gonna let you get halfway, and I'm gonna kick that motherfucker over. You're gonna be like, oh no!
You have a taste, like, you have a taste. Almost there. I can see the light. You thought, bitch.
Just me standing over the edge, like.
Fucking, why are you climbing my ladder? Get your own.
Okay, I'm playing this Donald Trump song.
Yes for me. Run to Ross and thank me later.
Run to Ross.
Ross, thank me later.
I did see there was some Trump trading cards. And they looked like they were made with AI. It was like him holding a guitar.
Yeah, we looked at him, remember?
Turn it up.
This is as loud as it is. Isn't that eerie? Are you hearing this, Josh?
Yeah, this is pretty good.
Can you give me a White Claw as well? Thank you.
Hang on. You gotta hear that creepy choir.
I don't like it. Can you turn it off?
Yeah, it's
No, I genuinely, I don't like it.
it's kind of a bum.
Turn it off. It's fucking creeping me out.
It
I
is
don't
creepy.
Like it.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah, no thank you.
I don't understand what's going on there, but I don't fucking like it. There's something like deep in my soul that's like,
I
this
just
is
need you to
fucking.
know that it existed.
Thank you.
It
Thanks for
exists,
confirming that
for
because
real.
I had heard this. I was like, is this real?
For real.
Straight up demonic.
Damn, that's some weird shit.
This song is called Justice for All.
But talented.
Well, I just wish I never.
Digging it now, digging it wah, digging it wah.
Isn't it so eerie? Like, why?
Fucking horrifying.
Why?
Just take him out of legs. Take him out of space.
Take him out, son.
Take him out of take him out of legs. Take him out of soul.
So, no.
You got a preference on a White Claw?
Whatever. Letter flavor.
Just want me to grab you one?
Yeah, just whatever. Flavor.
You're getting blackberry, dude.
Did you set that camera up?
Not yet. I was waiting for everybody to be back.
Okay, good thinking. Darkness imprisoning me, fucking my ass. I like some penis. I'm about to bust. I'm about to cry.
Should I start this shit?
Yeah,
Or should I wait?
Left me with life in hell.
Nobody else holds me down.
Scully, look at you. You're being so cute.
Look at me. Fuck with me.
look at me. Ooh.
Look at me. Fuck at me.
You being so nice, Scully. Let's give a round of applause for Scully.
For me? Jesus.
And we're back.
Did you guys see that they're freaking out because they put trans people on a Bud Light can?
I saw it.
Yeah.
Dylan Mulvaney.
And she looks dope, by the way. Did you see her, like her transformation?
No.
I have no problem with Dylan Mulvaney. My problem is with Bud Light. Their beer sucks.
Honestly,
I don't drink it anyway,
I don't drink
so-
that shit.
Yeah.
For me, I don't fucking give a shit. I mean,
No.
have people advertise whatever you want. I don't see what the big deal is.
Honestly, there's
It's just like this whole cultural division, you know? People want to fucking feel like they're doing something.
I think it was all a
They're like,
publicity. It was a
it's
PR.
popular to jump on the fucking bandwagon and be like, people
Yeah.
who don't even fucking drink beer are probably like, oh, yeah, fucking, I'm not gonna drink Bud Light. Fucking Kid Rock.
It was
I
a
mean,
good PR
I saw the thing
stunt.
with Kid
Yeah.
Rock shooting up the thing. Just like, okay, I get it. Maybe
you played
it's like,
into their hand. Is pretty much what you
sure,
did. Yeah.
maybe you, but do you think Bud Light fucking cares?
No.
Bud
No,
Light
Do you know how
probably-
many new customers they just gained?
Oh, 100%.
and because every other beer, or almost every other beer, has also done a pride thing.
yeah.
Bud Light is not the only one.
That's exactly what I'm saying. People don't take the time to look into it or
Right,
think about
like-
it. It's because it's popular or
Right.
like other people are doing it.
It's in the
They-
news
oh,
now.
I saw my
so-
friend's video get a lot of views because they were hating on Bud Light. I'm
Right.
gonna do it too. I want to fucking be popular. I want people to notice me. Fucking.
They should have. They should have done like a Bud Light.
Did you see the new commercial that they released where they were like, it was like, this is America, and we got a Clydesdale, and here's the plains, and we're rolling across it. This is America's beer, and we're not gonna say that we've never been gay, but look, this is America's beer, and look, here's a horse. Here's a really cool looking horse. And it's just like,
I
what is
can't
even
quit.
happening here?
Like trying to come back or something, or
I
what?
can't quit
Yeah,
you.
yeah, exactly. 'Cause, like, I think, like, I mean, it's been such a thing, right? Like, they were like silent on all their social media accounts for like weeks after that
Yeah.
happened.
You guys ever
And
see
then they
Brokeback
posted
Mountain?
something and they got fucking ratioed.
Brokeback Mountain.
But
That's a
just-
good ass movie.
I can't
that's
quit
because
you.
of the act of, like people just going crazy, you know.
I love.
That's the mob mentality. You get enough people riled up
Oh, yeah.
about something,
Yeah.
and they'll forget about it in like a week or two.
Oh, without it. Oh, because
the next thing is gonna come along
Yeah.
by then.
The funny
It's
thing.
just like when it was like the NFL. It's like,
Oh, yeah.
oh, those players are kneeling. I'm not gonna watch the NFL. And then fucking next Sunday, it was, come on over to my place. Oh, I just got a new TV. I'm gonna do a cookout. I got a fucking brisket on, and I'm got some Bud Light in the fridge.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Some
right.
of this gay Bud Light.
Come on, who are we fucking kidding?
Yeah.
Really.
I love. Sometimes I will say though, if I'm like choosing a beer to shotgun, I do like me a good Bud Light to shotgun.
I have no problem with
because
Bud Light.
because it's
I just don't
it
think
has
it's
no flavor. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? It's-
I don't know.
Yeah.
For me, I don't know what it is, but Modelo is like always my like. I just love Modelo.
I love a Modelo.
I'm a fucking sucker for Modelo. Have you guys tried their new watermelon? Fucking
Watermelon
They
Modelo.
got a
What?
watermelon
like a
chelada.
horchata.
The chelada, yeah, it's like a
Sick.
watermelon with a little bit of picante. It's so fucking good.
Dude,
I
I
think
get-
it might be my favorite one that they've done yet.
They made Juaritos hard cans, hard liquor.
Are they still made with real cane sugar like Jarritos?
I don't know, but
'Cause if it's not, then it ain't Jarritos, okay?
Right.
I gotta try it. I gotta try.
But I mean,
it.
who are we kidding? It's like Jarritos. It's made with cane sugar, but it's got yellow 6 in it.
Yeah.
Come on,
I don't
it's not,
care.
It's not like it's like
We live in America. We're not eating at, like, unless you're growing your own shit and you know exactly what you're,
It's really bad here. Like
Like,
I've
if you
never
go
been to
into, like,
Europe, but
yeah.
I've heard that it's
Like,
like so fucking
there are
different.
so
like
many
their
things that are,
standards, their standards for
banned
like
there.
yeah,
that
like
are not here.
a lot of chemicals that they have in the food and
Yeah.
fucking just
It's
all
bad.
kinds of stuff. It's like
Europe
Yeah.
sucks. I don't give a fuck Europe.
They don't let
Hey.
you have your Twinkies or your
Yo,
your
I'm here for a
Pop-Tarts or
good
nothing.
time, not
Right.
a long time. Am I right?
YOLO, bitch.
That's why we got taxes.
The only thing I will say is snortable drugs from Germany are good. So
What kind of drugs?
Right?
Are you talking
What are you
about?
talking about here?
snortable drugs from
Okay.
Germany.
Anything that's snortable that could be defined as a drug from Germany. So like caffeine.
No,
Get some
and-
caffeine pills from Germany. You snort those bitches.
Crush
You're
that
like
shit up.
"Ugh,
Mortar and
Primo," 'cause
pestle.
it's from Germany. Primo.
Mortar and pestle that
Yeah,
shit.
no, you wanna
You get some. What's another silly? You grind up some sugar from Germany.
yeah, you wanna
I'm
either
just
get
being stupid.
you wanna get your snortable drugs from Germany or Prague.
Is the fucking Silk Road still a thing? That got shut down a long time ago, right?
Kinda.
That
There's a
dude's in
We
su-
jail.
talking like dark web?
you can still buy drugs using Tor, but the thing is, you don't want to get them shipped to your house. You need a PO box.
Yeah, but a PO box is still registered under your name.
No, but like a PO box in the sense that like you have a fake license or something, or you send it to another person's
Gotcha.
house.
I get it. Right.
Yeah, like because I mean,
Taking notes. I'm
Right.
kidding.
Anybody listening?
even
Definitely don't do this. This is like in Minecraft we're talking about.
Yeah.
In Minecraft you would go on tour and do
Yeah.
this.
Yeah,
Just
even-
for YouTube's guidelines.
even
this
back,
is happening in Minecraft. This is not real life.
even back in the day, you wanted to use either like you even wanted to pay someone off that has the like inbox PO box, or you want to use a burner ID. You know,
and
what I
then
mean?
you would set up your own PO
Yeah.
box using the fake ID.
using the fake
Okay.
ID. That's how everyone did it back then.
I'm sure that
Back
they
in
have.
the
I'm
day.
sure that's why they're trying to implement like the real ID and shit like that
That's
because
no joke.
you're
Legitimately
trying to
part
get a
of the
PO
reason.
box. Forget about it. You got the real ID.
Mhm.
This isn't you. Fuck off.
Right.
I'm not going to give you a PO box.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or I'm sure anything, like traveling.
This
and,
is
like,
just
Look,
for,
guys, forget about it. Once all the currency goes digital,
Oh, you're fucked.
you're not going to be able to buy any drugs unless the government wants you to have them.
the real funny thing is yes, this is
And hopefully they do want us to have them.
right?
another secret.
Maybe they'll be
Really,
charitable.
truly, hopefully.
The other
Well,
secret
have you
about
seen? There's
drugs,
a video from Yuval Harari who said like, he's basically like it's one of these guys who's one of these big global leaders, and he's talking about how like basically describing most of the population as like useless eaters essentially, and he's like, oh, they'll need to be pacified with drugs and video games. So it sounds like they got a pretty lit plan
Right?
for
Yeah,
us,
that
fellas.
sounds right.
PS6 is about to be awesome.
Put us in the
PS6.
pod and
Right.
hook us up, and fucking we'll be in the metaverse like.
Pacify me, pacify me.
This is the
I want the whole-
greatest thing ever.
I want you all to listen to this, and this is in Minecraft only. But let's say you can't get yourself a fake ID and you need to get sent drugs someone
In Minecraft.
in Minecraft.
Right.
Find the oldest lady
In Minecraft.
in your neighborhood in Minecraft, and then just put that address down.
And then just
Every
put her
time.
down. Just put her down, bury her in the backyard, and take her ID.
No,
and
no.
Put her
pretend that
down.
you're her.
Not
No,
even
in
kill her, put her
Minecraft.
down.
In Minecraft.
And you're gonna have
and
to
just leave a murder kit there for later, for next time when her kids come back. In Minecraft.
You're gonna have to know when the delivery is dropped, and then you pick up the deliveries there before she grabs them.
I get you. I feel what you're saying.
I'm just saying, in Minecraft, that's how people used to
In
do it.
Minecraft, obviously, that's what you would do, but that's a video game.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No one would ever do that in real life. That's
I would-
Theoretically.
crazy.
I would
If you
never
did that in real
suggest
life,
it.
that would be illegal. No one would ever do that in real life. That's silly.
So if the SWAT team comes, it's to Granny's house.
Granny's house in Minecraft.
Better watch out, because Granny stay scrapped, bruh.
Yeah.
I
She's gonna
believe
come
that.
out with that toolie.
I believe that.
I swear to God, Grandma got that toolie on the wall.
Shit's like that, like old, like
She got
the,
that
like,
double gauge, bro. She gonna pull it out.
So they're banned. They
She's gonna
want
say, "Where's your warrant?"
they want to ban TikTok in more
Of course they
places.
do.
on
The
a-
problem with the ban TikTok bill is that it's not just a bill to ban TikTok.
oh no!
It's this horrific authoritarian bill that essentially it bans VPNs. It's insane what they're doing with this bill. It's absolutely fucking scary. And if you look into it, it's like, dude, there's no way this thing should pass. But with the way that things are going these days, if it passes, I'm not going to be surprised.
No.
Right? Like if you saw
It's
the
like
people,
it's like the Patriot Act on fucking steroids. It's so fucking crazy.
like if you saw the people who were interviewing the CEO of TikTok, it's like they don't even know how to fucking open a PDF.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it's like you don't even know, they don't even know what they're writing
they
the bill
they
about.
still have
you know?
dial-up internet in
Exactly.
They still have a phone that's connected to a landline.
Like they don't even know what they are
Arguing
lobbying.
against.
Yeah, what they're lobbying for
Yeah.
or against.
Term limits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For real.
Right?
That's-
But
Honestly.
honestly, I don't know if our government's even going to be around that much longer. So do term limits matter? We're about to have state limits.
We'll see how it goes.
I'm kidding. I don't know. I think I have more confidence in it than that. I
yeah.
hope.
The thing is, it's.
I
al-
have no idea
It's
what's happening.
always.
I don't know. I don't fucking know. I'm an idiot. I don't know anything about
Right?
what's happening. But it seems like things are weird. That's all I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's been weird since 9/11. That's all.
And then
I
it got
view
really weird
That's
during
fair.
the COVID times. Everything.
Yeah, that was another
Yeah.
like, ramp up.
It was like next stage,
Just
and now,
in
and now
general.
it's like ramping up for the next thing with like these fucking new bills and shit. And it's like,
I would, as bad as it sounds, I would be fine with no physical currency. As weird as that sounds,
dude, I mean, I don't use cash anyway.
I
I'm
don't
going
either.
places and using my fucking boop, boop, boop. I'll just do the double tap and I'll put in my little password for my phone and I'll put it up to the thing.
The only reason I like cash is because when I use the cash in my wallet, it doesn't make my bank account number go down, and it makes me think that I have more money than I do, but I don't. And that's because I'm stupid.
My ATM card doesn't even work, and it hasn't worked for months, and I haven't even bothered to get it fixed because I don't fucking
That's probably
care.
good. That's
I don't
probably
fucking
good.
care because it's
'Cause
like,
I would just.
what am I gonna do with cash anyway?
right?
Wipe my ass with it?
The funny
Store it
thing,
under my mattress so that in 20 years it'll be worth like 1% of what it is now.
the funny thing is, I wonder what the drug deal. What if we go to a cashless society and we don't want like people marking our bills?
We'll figure it out.
I'm gonna say
Something will
silver.
figure it out.
Like I don't know.
Something will.
Like materials will become like
Because
Material goods.
it's happening, guys. It's happening,
Yeah.
and it's gonna happen within the next couple months.
Eventually.
It's happening soon. It's happening really quick, from my understanding of it.
yeah. I've heard the same exact thing.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying like I have any special knowledge on it or anything. I'm just saying that's my
That's
opinion on
things
it.
that have been.
That's my thoughts, and I could be 100% wrong. It could happen never. It could happen in 3 years.
Do you know?
But in Minecraft, if it did happen in a couple months, then that means that every single transaction is going to be tracked and traced. And furthermore, probably, if all jobs are replaced by AI and stuff, or a majority of them, they're going to maybe put people on like some sort of a universal basic income
Probably you.
to
I'd be able to-
placate the population. And how do you do that? Well, you have a digital currency. You have a set amount of credits that you can
Distributed,
spend,
yeah.
a set amount of credits you can spend per
I
month.
think it'll be a while
per
until that
year.
happens.
It could happen
I-
a lot quicker than you think.
I do think it might be a little bit quicker than most people.
Do you see
think.
what's happening right now with like countries around the world that are moving away from the dollar?
Yeah.
The
there's-
Right,
hege-
but I mean,
the
like-
hegemony of the dollar is about to collapse, and what that means, it's not a small sign; it's a big thing because that means that, I mean, could be wrong, but a lot of other currencies are probably going to go down, and
I think people are of those countries that are saying that they're moving away from USD doesn't realize how unstable the bottom line of the Chinese yen is.
they're
Yeah.
so in debt.
Yeah, I know.
They
that's
are so in debt.
they make us look like we're like bawling.
It's crazy, but I mean, it doesn't matter because it's all funny money anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, none of it's
And they've
real.
been doing a lot of projects while we've been out there like blowing up countries and shit. They've been doing the Silk Road project. They've been lending money to countries to build like infrastructure in their countries.
Oh, especially in Africa
Gain
and shit?
trust and
Right.
gain allies. And there's a lot of countries that are moving away from the U.S. dollar and that are moving to form a, I don't know, you could call it, I don't know, maybe like a New World Order or something like that, or some sort of a New World Alliance.
In
And
in
I'm
Minecraft.
not even saying that it's like a
In
New World
Minecraft.
Order, that it was like something that might have been originally designed in Minecraft, but it's like there is some sort of a different world order that's changing. And I mean, this happens all the time, but
Well, the thing is,
I think this is going to be really impactful to how we live our lives. And I don't
Yeah,
know. I don't know what's going to happen.
I do. I think it's like one of those things where the U.S. If everyone goes and we're like, oh, everything's digital, and then we're doing non-ledger based digital transactions, and everyone's like name is behind every transaction.
Well, you mean ledger based because everything will be on the ledger.
No,
right?
like, but the thing is,
What
like
do you mean by
non-decentralized ledger based, so that like the thing that kind of hides people now when it comes to like digital transactions in the cryptocurrency space is that it's anonymous.
But it's not though, because you can track every single transaction on the node. You can track every
Right,
single
but
transaction.
it has to track back to you. You have to publicly track it back to you. What I'm saying
But they can track it.
that's what I'm saying. Like single output exposure, you can do transactions that way, and then you can close your accounts now. But
Right.
like continuous back and forth transaction is going to be the thing that kind of kills that. And the thing is, I think that's the reality of the future in general. I even think like our Facebook, like everything's going to be like ledger.
It'll be all like one app or some shit.
I'm gonna sum up this conversation with
Yeah, honestly.
I don't know. I think none of us probably know enough about that to even really talk about it.
That's why I know
just-
absolutely
You know-
nothing about
you
the
know Bill
economy.
Skarsgård?
I
so-
mean, I do see some weird things that are happening. So I don't know.
You know Bill Skarsgård, the actor?
I do.
isn't
You
that
know
the
how-
guy
you know-
from It?
I don't know
Yeah,
who
that
he is.
the It guy.
He played Pennywise in
He was
the
a clown?
most recent It.
Yeah, he's also in. Oh my god.
Couple other movies.
He's got a little weird circle thing over his A in his name.
Oh yeah, it's like
Scandinavian or
I
something.
want to.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. He's got one of those cool like umlaut or something.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't.
whatever
I
it
just.
is.
I just like the way that. I just like the little. I want to add little dots over my letters.
Yeah,
I
do
think that
it.
changes how
Put it
it
over
is
the put it over
pronounced.
the A.
Skylar.
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 No, put one of the like the U's over there. Skylar. Actually, I don't know how those work. I would
I
like
don't-
to know.
Yeah,
I think
we
it's
would.
really
let's
interesting.
let's do some linguistic research.
We should. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Maybe we should like
Umla.
take a class together.
Yeah, you got an O. You got an O in your last name. You
Linguistics is interesting.
put
Then
the
we can come back and share our
That's
knowledge.
true. Yeah.
put the Motorhead
I know
dots.
that
on
the
the-
dots that makes something turn into like an ooh sound, right? Like
The
Uber,
umlaut.
like ooh.
Yeah. Do you have any topics on your phone?
Well, I
Umlaut.
do know that Starbucks
I got
released
one.
a new beverage or a line of beverages.
Mhm.
I don't think it's at every Starbucks store, but it's like I don't know if they're trying it in different areas or whatever. But it is like coffee drinks with olive oil infused inside.
I heard about this.
I
Did
would
you
shit.
hear
and
about
everyone
that?
was shitting
The
themselves.
Italian in me is screaming right now.
That I think
what the fuck?
that
Yeah.
that's where I think it was kind of based out of. But like,
But wait, is it good?
People are saying it tastes like coffee with olive oil in it.
could you imagine the shits afterward?
Imagine
though?
that.
Imagine those shits.
Could you believe that's what it would taste like?
I'm certainly not.
I
Can you
couldn't
believe
fucking
it?
imagine
Can you
that's what
believe
it would
it?
taste like.
Do you know what I like to do every
So
night?
what do they call it?
It's like the oilato or something. Something
Sounds
fucking
like
stupid.
diarrhea.
The diarrhea
I
tone.
cannot believe
The-
that.
Those are two flavors that don't work together. That's,
What?
ugh.
It's real.
Did they call it the fucking slip and slide? What the
Yeah.
fuck?
It's actually the colonoscopy.
Did they make you sign a waiver before you fucking
Slip
order?
it.
The hardest
Slip
act to
and
go.
slide.
Do you know what I like to do every now and then? I like to get a black coffee, piping hot, and I take a little scoop of
You
can
just
of butter,
dump it on your lap
scoop of can of
and then
butter.
sue the restaurant.
Oh, you know that person?
I know it was legit.
It was
a
legit.
horrible thing. It was like an old lady. She got
That was a
really
long
bad
time ago.
burns.
She did, yeah. Yeah, it like burned her vagina.
She got a lot of money.
Oh, speaking of vagina shit, What was that thing you were telling me about vagina stuff?
They're fucking lit.
Vaginas. Well,
Vaginas are sick, dude.
did you know that there is something a medical term called vaginal adhesion?
Yeah, that's
Vaginal
when the
adhesion.
vagina
I like how
sticks
Scully
to
was
my
like-
dick. No, I heard of that.
No, it's when the two lips of the vagina
I could
stick
imagine
to each
that's what it
other.
is. I don't-
There's no hole anymore.
Oh god, it's
It
it's
gets stuck to
permanently
itself.
stuck.
Wait, is that what happens if you don't get fucked enough?
Yeah,
That's what I
it's-
thought.
It just
that was my-
closes
Man, I'm
up.
glad I don't have a vagina because my shit would
It's-
be closed.
It's sealed,
I
sealed
would be
shut.
done for. They'd have to cut a new one open.
The
No,
t-
apparently,
it's a fucking tomb.
apparently there's creams. There's creams you can buy
Open
that that opens it back up again.
Wow.
Yeah, we were talking about
What happens
vaginal.
if I like kind of start to apply those creams to my belly button?
So I'm gonna ask a stupid question.
How about I think you should do a research
Where's the
study
woman's
about
vagina
that.
at? Is that
Where's
what
the clitoris?
I'm scared.
I'm gonna ask this, how do you still pee?
I honestly don't know.
The pee hole's
If
a
the-
separate hole in the female.
But if your lips are
Right,
sealed,
but if your lips are sealed,
Yeah,
My
but
lips
it's
are
a-
sealed.
It's a separate hole. I
yeah,
think.
but the lip. If
Guys,
the
I'm
lip
it's
a
still got to go
gynecologist.
through the.
Jesus fucking Christ! Just trust my expertise on this.
Yeah.
Trust the experts. I went
I
to
don't
school.
know.
I learned from ChatGPT.
Maybe not the whole thing
I
is
went
sealed.
to ChatGPT
Maybe, yeah,
University.
maybe just
A little
the-
opening where it can.
Maybe.
I bet if
Trickle.
you ask ChatGPT about that, it'll like report you to
Yo,
the police.
I'll
Can
recommend
you teach me how
you.
to be a gynecologist? I am sending the police to your
Right.
location right now.
I recommend you
You
to look
creep.
that up during your work hours on your work computer and
Yeah.
just look into it because I don't know anything else other than that. but
Vaginal adhesion.
That's a good idea. I'll
Maybe
do
ask
that.
your boss.
I will do that.
Kind of sounds like a good metal
Email it to
band
your
name or
boss.
something.
The next time that I have
Email-
the next
yeah,
time that I
yeah.
have a time to just sit down with
Vaginal
them face to
adhesion.
face, I'll make sure to bring that up.
Hey, have you seen this article?
So anything that's been on your
Cool.
mind? Oh yeah,
Alright, now go.
actually, sit down. I got something for you.
I got some
Vaginal
ideas.
adhesion. Believe it or not.
Has that ever happened to you?
That
Believe
just-
it or not, they have this cream.
Right.
You wouldn't believe what happens when you put it on your belly button.
Shut the fuck up, bitch.
Are you re-recording?
Your time is done.
Right.
You set enough
Your
work.
30 minutes are up now.
All right, cool. We actually had a word limit in this situation,
Right.
so
We're coming
in
back.
the first 3 minutes you were good.
We're back, baby.
So next time you guys are at your toothpaste, look at the expiration date.
Like looking at your toothpaste?
Yeah.
Why did I just think about you're like adding it like on social media? At your toothpaste. Your shit stank, man. You think you're gonna give me fresh bread like it's the fucking Wendy's? You know how they had this social media account? At your toothpaste. At Colgate. Your shit suck. Like,
The
follow
crazy thing is,
Colgate.
if you look at toothpaste and you look at the expiration date, some of them are like 100 to 200 years old.
wait, toothpaste
Like
has
you,
an expiration date?
they expire
They
in
expire
100 years.
in 100 to 200 years old.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
What was the expiration date on our toothpaste?
It was 300 years from now.
Hang
Okay,
on.
what I want to know is who's gonna be using a one tube of toothpaste for 100 years.
Continue
What are
talking.
you
I'm gonna go
using,
get our
like,
toothpaste.
One
tube.
fucking one atom's worth of toothpaste every time you brush your teeth.
Someone in the year like 2500 finds the toothpaste. They're like, "Oh, thank God, we can still use this."
Yeah, fuck. I didn't want to have to order DoorDash.
Like,
to
I
get
wanna
me some
know-
new ones.
So, like, nobody's toothpaste is ever lasting that long. The only
No, definitely not. Definitely not. Nor anyone's floss.
When does this one expire?
I don't know if you are.
Oh, she's brought on
There was
an
a
example.
different. Here we go. Crest whitening,
That's
baking
that.
soda, and
I
peroxide.
was looking. I was
That's
looking
that
at the
good
ones at
shit.
work.
Maybe we shouldn't
guys
trust
got
the
that good
dyslexic
shit.
person on this topic.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
So
Have
this.
some fucking tolerance, bro. Let her read it, and then we'll figure it out later.
No.
Skylar's
I'm
the dyslexic
I'm not
one.
the dyslexic one. Skylar's the dyslexic one.
Let him read it.
Skylar's
We'll
looking
figure
at
it
the
out
label
later.
like 3,000.
Well, I'm dyslexic because I got them confused.
Okay, hang on. I know exactly what happened here.
Wait a second.
Okay,
Do we have an
Explain.
easy explanation for this?
explain.
Is this a dyslexplanation?
Yes,
This is a dis-explanation. I like that word.
this is gonna be good.
So, it has that expiration date. It also has a lot number. The lot number is 3,076.
We're not doing this again. You didn't say the
The
year 3000.
expiration
Okay,
date
okay.
is January 2026.
3026, 1,000-year toothpaste.
That's probably what I thought.
It's the year 3000.
Dude.
I've had the same.
If you
tube
can
of
invent
toothpaste
a-
since I was a
3
boy.
years. That's a lot for a tube
If
of
you can invent a
toothpaste.
toothpaste that lasts that long, then you'd be fucking yeah.
What
Did
is
you- there's a-
toothpaste? What is toothpaste made out of?
I'm
Look at the
convinced that
ingredients.
most.
Read me the 5th ingredient on the list.
The 5th ingredient.
Come.
I knew it.
I'm convinced that most
Why it tastes
expiration
so
dates
good.
are
There-
bullshit.
This doesn't have all the ingredients on it, probably on the box. But the active ingredient is sodium fluoride.
Oh, that's that good shit, boy.
That's what they're using to close your
That shit'll
third
block
eye.
up your pineal gland, son.
That's what I just said.
That shit'll make you not able to think like a real person, dude. That shit will make you stuck in the simulation, doggy. Throw out that toothpaste right now.
We just bought this.
Cut it open and let me
Did you
mix
guys
it with my drink and let me drink the whole fucking tube right
Did
now.
you guys ever eat
Squeeze
sun
it in
chips?
there.
Sun chips.
Sun chips growing
Of
Yes.
course.
So
What do you mean?
What's
growing
what's
up?
the best kind of sun chips?
I still want to buy them now, but they're too expensive.
yeah, they are expensive.
It's like $5 for a bag.
So like,
Yeah.
do you guys remember way back in the day when sun chips first came out? They came in these special bags.
special.
The biodegradable ones.
They were they were
Oh
so
yeah.
fucking loud. I remember being a fat little kid sneaking to the back part of the house so I could grab a thing of sun chips. And my mom's room was right by the other side by our pantry. And I just remember at like 3 o'clock, like being like a stoned 16-year-old. And I'm going in to grab a big thing of like sun chips. And it's just like, she's like, go the fuck to bed. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, Mom. Like running through the house with a hand of sun chips.
you
the
still
bags
took
are
the sun chips. You're in your room like fucking try to rip them open real quick to avoid all the noise and dump them out or something.
right.
Man, I forgot about sun chips. Those are good.
Cheddar cheese sun
Oh,
chips.
sun chips! Come on. What about the garden salsa?
That's
Those
what
are
I
so
was gonna say.
good.
Garden salsa.
That was the
all
classic.
way.
That was the
Garden
classic
Garden
shit.
salsa is the best.
The original's okay.
The original's good. It's
Yeah.
alright.
It's okay.
I mean, I would eat it.
Yeah, it's fine. But
I need the flavor.
Cheddar or garden salsa all the
Cheddar's
way.
good though. Yeah.
I need the flavors.
We used to get that shit a lot at school lunch.
Sun chips?
Sun chips.
Ooh,
yeah.
that's kind of.
Why you have a
Fancy.
school lunch?
I
Where
guess.
the fuck? Where did you go to school?
Genoa, Kingston, baby.
They had that fancy of a lunch.
Yeah, but we had nothing else fancy.
That's where all the budget
That's
went.
where our budget went.
We
to
spent
sun
all the
chips.
money on the sun.
Hey, they figured it out at the start of the year. There's like
Yeah, right.
the person who's in charge of the finances
You
is
know
like,
what? AP classes? No. Sun
Banned.
chips.
Nix that shit.
Yes.
They're the same price.
the fucking Drake
Right.
meme.
Think
Jesus
about it, bro.
Christ.
Well, it was a good Sensory
This was
UnderLoad. I
good.
believe Sensory UnderLoad episode 7. Thank you.
We'll see.
Everyone. No, it's 7. I'm almost. I'm editing them actively. So, yeah, I believe it's 7. Thank you. I'm glad that you got to come back.
Thanks for
Indeed.
having me.
Thank you.
It's been a blessing, man. It's always
I-
fun to hang out with
I-
you guys
A
and talk
blessing.
about some crazy stuff.
Random shit.